Welcome to Proven Improbable. I'm your host, Maurice Jackson. Joining us today is Gregory Beischer. He is the President, CEO, and Director of Millrock Resources, a premier project generator. Mr. Beischer, welcome to the show, sir.
Good morning, Maurice. Glad to be back with you again.
Gregory, always a pleasure to have you, sir. We brought you on today to discuss some exciting drill results at the Zackley Copper Gold Deposit, which is joint ventured with PolarX. Mr. Beischer, before we discuss the results here, please share with us some of the unique features of the Zackley Copper Gold Deposit for first-time listeners.
Yes, certainly. It's a deposit of the skarn variety, magnetite skarn. And this type of deposit occurs when there is wholesale replacement of pre-existing rocks by valuable minerals such as chalcopyrite and bornite, and in this case, gold as well. And so they're deposits that can be fairly high grade, and also they're deposits that can occur in close proximity to porphyry deposits, which of course can be exceptionally valuable, large, bulk mineable type deposits. And we postulate that such a porphyry may be present on the Alaska Range project in proximity to the Zackley copper gold skarn deposit.
Yeah, that'd be quite exciting if that does come to fruition. Now, today, Millrock issued a press release from the Zackley Copper Gold Deposit, which I know has both Millrock and PolarX excited. What can you share with us, sir?
Well, they were quite good drill results, and the ones, the first two we announced were broad intersections, much thicker than had been previously discovered, and gold rich, several grams of gold over core lengths of 45 to 50 meters, right from surface. And so also, given what appears to be a fairly flat-lying orientation to the rocks that host the gold, these would be near true width drill intersections. So that's good grade gold right at surface over significant widths, and it's open in all directions, and really could turn into something. And it's new. It's almost 850 meters away from the known Zackley deposit. So a very interesting discovery there. Closer in to the deposit, we announced two more holes in which the grade was quite high, several percent copper with gold over true widths of perhaps 5 meters of magnetite skarn, much like the main body of the Zackley deposit. But this is still 350 meters away from the known delineated mineralization. So again, it appears that this deposit is becoming larger and more extensive than prior workers had realized.
You know, as a shareholder, these are exactly the type of press releases that I'm looking for. Let me ask this, sir. What is the next step at the Zackley?
Well, that'll be up to PolarX. They've funded all the work, and as you know, Millrock has essentially sold this project to PolarX. We're big shareholders of that company now. We're royalty holders. If a mine is ever developed here, Millrock shareholders will make out very, very well. In the interim, we've been operating exploration on behalf of PolarX, and that helps us make some management fees that offset some of our overhead costs. So it's been a good partnership so far. But we don't know the next step for PolarX. Ideally, in our minds, they would continue to expand the resource at the Zackley skarn deposit, but also make a serious drilling campaign to evaluate several of the porphyry targets that we've developed over the years.
Yeah, moving on to Mexico, Millrock has a number of projects there. When can we anticipate some more news flow from there?
Maurice, Millrock will almost always be drilling on one project or the other, and so we've been getting ready to start drilling at the El Picacho gold project, and things are underway now. So look for more drill results and potential catalysts later in the summer, or later in the fall rather, from the El Picacho gold project in Mexico. It's got all the right geological signs. It's got the right address. It's just to the west of the San Francisco gold mine operated by Aleo Gold in a very similar geologic position. So we're excited. It's the first round of drilling on this particular project after almost a year of preparatory work to get there.
Before we leave, Mr. Beischer, last question. What did I forget to ask?
Well, you can always ask about the share price, Maurice. And, in August, Millrock's share price started to decline along with all the other mining shares for the most part. It's rather frustrating, to be honest, especially since Millrock has so much going on, many potential catalysts for discovery. But on the other hand, it's a good buying opportunity to pick up Millrock shares at this low price of 16 or 17 cents Canadian.
Speaking of the share price, last week we gladly added onto our position to Millrock Resources, and again that symbol is MRO, and we encourage you to visit their website and speak with Melanie Henderson to get more exciting details about Millrock Resources. Gregory, if someone listening wants to get more information regarding Millrock Resources, please share the contact details.
Oh, sure. Well, you can just look it up by Googling millrockresources.com. And as you mentioned, Melanie would be glad to speak with shareholders and potential shareholders or set up time to talk to me personally. And thanks for adding to your position, Maurice. We really appreciate you being a shareholder. And I know that one day it's going to pay off handsomely for you.
Well, I'm glad to grow with the company. And as a reminder, Millrock Resources trades on the TSXV symbol MRO and on the OTCQX symbol MLRKF. And for our listeners, we want to remind you that Millrock Resources is a sponsor of Proven and Probable, and that we are proud shareholders of Millrock Resources for the virtues conveyed in today's message. And last but not least, please visit our website, provenandprobable.com, where we interview the most respected names in the natural resource space. You may reach us at contact@provenandprobable.com. Gregory Beischer of Millrock Resources, thank you for joining us today on Proven and Probable.
Thank you, Maurice. Talk to you again soon.
All the best to you, sir.
Thank you for joining us today on Proven and Probable. Remember to like and subscribe for more conversations with the most respected names in the natural resource space. Check out our website at www.provenandprobable.com. The information presented on Proven and Probable is provided for educational and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information is not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, or trading advice, or any other advice. You should not make any financial, investment, or trading decision based on any of the information presented without first undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or competent financial advisor.